This is Rob Tebbutt for Behind the Gloves. I'm here with... What are you doing?
Did you forget my name?
No, I was transfixed by your skills and your speed. Look at you. Concentrate. We're about to start the interview. This is Rob Tebbutt for Behind the Gloves. I'm here with Hollywood Josh Ejakpovi at Miguel's gym in Brixton. How you doing today, Josh?
I'm doing very well. Can't complain. Can't complain at all.
You never complain.
Yeah, but you never should complain. You should solve whatever situation is making you complain. That's through trial and error, though. I can't say I've always had it like that, but that's the way it goes now.
Okay, so as you were saying to me off camera, you've got a fight date coming up.
23rd of November.
Okay, well, so yeah, how's things going in preparation for that?
Really well. I'm training with Richard Williams now, and he's really just started me from the beginning, taken all the scaffolding off and just said, listen, we're starting from the ground and we're working up. But I love that. I watch Kung Fu films, so I don't mind the wax on, wax off. I don't mind doing all that type of stuff because that's where you know stuff's ingrained. So he's really started me from the beginning. I've got a good team around me. I'm still representing Rooney's gym, but Richard Williams is my trainer right now.
So specifically, what kind of things have you been doing different in your training then? I mean, the wax on stuff. I mean, what is that? Go into a little bit more detail.
That's learning how to punch properly. See, there's a lot of fighters out there. Now I know how to punch properly. I can see a lot of fighters can't punch properly. There's fighters that ain't punching from their core. There's punches that just throw a lot of arm punches. So I'm learning now how to connect the body, getting the legs, the core, the arms, everything working together. So yeah.
So we look forward to seeing a much improved Hollywood Josh Ejakpovi.
Improving. Come and see me tomorrow. I've improved. So that's the way it's going to go. But my brother's here as well. I don't know if you can get your head in. Come on. Come on.
So this is Hollywood Bro.
This is my right-hand man. See, this guy here, he smiles a lot, but he's so critical. He'll say, Josh, you didn't turn your foot. Josh, you didn't do this. Josh, did you do your track work? Josh, are you doing this? So he's on to me. He's on to me all the time. So, yeah.
It's good though. I mean, I imagine it's good to have somebody who's pointing out the little things, and you don't want yes men around you, of course.
Listen, I'm making sure that never happens. You always got to stay eating humble pie. You always need constructive criticism. I don't need the criticism where I can't change it. Like, Josh, you need to be better looking. I can't help that. I'm sorry. But what you do need is a criticism where you can work on that, and that's what I'm working on. So you need those people around you.
It doesn't look to me like you've been eating any humble pie or any pie at all. I mean, check it out, it's looking good.
No, I have had humble pie. Sunday dinner was humble pie. You don't want to eat that. No sugar, no salt. Yeah.
Where's your career going? I mean, the last time I spoke to you was after your last performance at York Hall, which moved you on to, I mean, forgive me, what's your record now?
8-0 now, yeah.
So you're now 8-0. What's the plans for you moving forward? I mean, you talk very well, you can fight. I mean, when are we going to be seeing you on perhaps bigger platforms or moving up or stepping up in fights?
I'm ready right now. Do you see right now, especially because I've started from the ground up and I've got the right team around me. This year was kind of a difficult year. A lot of things were happening. My trainer, God bless his soul, he's been deported. So I've had a lot of things to try and get in gear first, and you can't really go out there and start snatching belts when your team isn't secure. So now I've got a good team. I'm back to learning. My foundation is strong. I'm ready to fight anyone. And I know a lot of boxers say that, I'm ready to fight anyone. And then when you put them there, oh, well, this is the conditions. No, I'm genuinely ready now to take over the division. So, yeah.
Now, just before we finish, your friend, a stablemate, Senior Byfield, you two took a trip out to Vegas not too long ago. Have you got any plans to revisit Mayweather's gym?
Vegas is like my second home now. Like, I earned my stripes there, so I have that freedom pass. I can just go there whenever I want, and they make it welcome to me. There's always a place to stay even. The gym's always open, so yeah, that's now a place I'm going to definitely utilize because it's a different style, a different way of doing things, and it's good to be flexible as a boxer where you come into England, you've got their style here, and you go to America and you've got to be able to adapt. So a lot of fighters in England find it hard to adapt to other countries. So if you're constantly just flowing in and out and getting that type of transition, I'm getting that, so yeah.
What's the biggest thing you have to adapt to when you go out to a place like Las Vegas?
The fact that Vegas is high altitude and it's a desert.
Quite different to South London.
Very different to South London. So you're adapting even when you're on a plane. So when you're getting out there, on top of that, people coming up to you to spar, to actually throw punches, and your body's still trying to acclimatise. So that already is giving your body that under stress, how am I going to react? So you're learning that just from that. That's without even getting in the ring.
Just want to have a little chat about the heavyweight scene at the minute.
It's finally back to being exciting again.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk.
Yeah, there is. Do you know what? I'm so impressed with Takam. Is that his name? Takam? Yeah, he did really well, and I think the heavyweight division is becoming very competitive now, and a lot of heavyweights are like, okay, I got a big punch. I don't really need to go on runs. I don't really need to train properly because I got a big punch. That ain't good enough now, because it's going back to them days where you need to get that edge. There's the heavyweights that's jogging, the heavyweights that are training properly. So if you want to survive, you can't be sloppy. You've got to make sure you're training. I even saw Chisora when I last saw him. He was telling me how now he's training now. He showed me his green juice that he's drinking now, even though I know he lost his fight. But he knew you can't just put it down to your ring craft. You've actually got to train now. Heavyweights are now athletes again.
And push you on a prediction. If the fight was to happen next, Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder.
The reason why that's such an exciting fight, because it's 50-50. I know that because Anthony Joshua's a little bit stiff, that unpredictability of Wilder's wildness might catch him off guard. But at the same time, Wilder's lack of technical ability might make Anthony Joshua steamroll him. So that's why it's such an exciting fight. Anything can happen.
Ask for a prediction.
Yeah, but I just gave you one. Anything can happen.
That's not a prediction.
You're going to put me on the spot like that?
I'm putting you on the spot, yeah.
Okay, but I want to hear your prediction afterwards.
Okay, afterwards I'll tell you. I can't tell you on camera, but I'll tell you afterwards.
I cannot tell you on camera either. So you can't get me like that.
See, this is your job, though. Your job is to speak in front of the camera. I'm behind the camera. You're in front of it.
You're smart, man.
I'm smarter than I look.
Smart. Okay, I'm going to go with Wilder.
Wilder.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Wilder.
Against the grain, apparently.
No, wait, let me stop. I'm going to go with Wilder early rounds, Joshua later rounds.
Okay. All right. Well, Hollywood Josh Ejakpovi, always a pleasure catching up with you, my friend. If I don't see you before, I hope all things go well in the lead up to your fight on the 23rd. We will see each other. If you've just got a final message for your many, many adoring fans, please say it now.
Okay, follow me on Hollywood_Josh1. Support your local superhero. We are here. And we are here to entertain. So tune in.
Hollywood Josh, thanks very much for speaking to Behind the Gloves.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking right here.